Well, I think I got it working. Hello, everyone. I had to revert to my phone. My computer hadn't been kickstarted in so long that it's a little bit on the dusty side. Welcome aboard. The old skipper has been a little bit down and out the last 3 weeks, and I'm feeling a lot better now. What a challenge. It's a lot easier when you're a lot younger to get through some of these illnesses, I'll tell you. But I see a kin of mine saying, hello, how you doing? Just doing our best. Nice to see you there. What else do we got here? There's my buddy Dale, Coin World UK. And who else do we got here? Oh, okay, Christopher Ty. Nice to see you. DJ's Cartoon Universe. Always nice to see DJ. Commonwealth Day. Is it Commonwealth Day today? I don't get out. The only holiday that I got listed is St. Patrick's Day. Commonwealth Day. Oh, the link's in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to come up. Wait a my buddy Dale. I've forgotten what he looks like. It's been so bloody long. Yeah, I've been ill. I missed my coin show. Actually, the largest coin show in Canada. And the only thing I could do is drop off the camera to the folks to do their thing. And I went straight home. So it's kind of a real downer for me missing that. And I think coming up. Hi, DJ.
Hey, Skip.
Oh, my goodness. Always nice to see you, buddy.
You too.
Did you get your envelope yet?
I will have to check.
I'm curious to see whether you're going to get yours before Ernie.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I will be right back. Give me a moment.
Sure. And kid of mine, you got your giveaway stuff. Great. Yeah, that was a great giveaway. Hello, Blistering Barnacles. Yeah, I've been sorting through quite a bit of items. I'm way backlogged here, looking at some of the stuff that's come in. Everything from commemorative quarters. That's a veteran one that came in. That was kind of nice. Put that in there. I got this wonderful one came in. Happy Polar Bear Day. Received a gram of silver. Anybody wonder what that is worth in Canadian? 1 gram of silver. It's worth about $1 Canadian. What else came in? Oh, there's another commemorative. That's a nice one. Yeah. Does that boat say BC? I feel like I'm at work. No. Oh. I think this one's, is that the Alexander Graham Bell one? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I got these 2 to play with now. Came in. And I got a Royal Canadian Legion Cadet Squadron from Thorhold. I'm going to guess that's in Ontario. That's a cool thing that just came in. And picked up a bunch more stickers for my board. Again, the The offer is still out there. Anybody wants to trade stickers, by all means, just email me your address. I'll put that down here so that I'll make it easier. Oh, wait, look at that thing. Yeah. There you go. There's my email address right there. Anybody wishing to send me their information, I will gladly include that my information so we can swap stickers, which would be great. Where's Dale? Dale, where are you? I know we both been taking some time off to mend. So I'm really at a loss this week. I was looking forward to sharing a whole bunch of things with the Edmonton Coin Show, and now I haven't got anything to share with you, which is sad. Other than trying to play catch up. How many of you here spend a lot of time playing catch up when it comes to your collecting? I mean, do you find that you end up with a whole bunch of odds and sods that you have to try to put together? I mean, when I look on my desk, I got all kinds of weird, wonderful little things with odds and sods, different coins that have to be identified. Tons and tons of little things. These are handy little jars. Actually, I got them from desserts that you could buy from Costco. But I've got all these wonderful little coins and tokens and stuff. And slowly but surely, I get the chance to focus on a bunch of them. Polar Bear says, yummy. Are you on the bus there, or are you home?
Yeah, I did want to check the mail we have on the camera. Didn't find any.
It'll get there. It's probably going via Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And there's my buddy.
How's it going? Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Hey, DJ.
It's hard to believe I'm back, and I'm not hacking.
Hey.
I actually ended up on a ventilator. Could not believe that.
Man, you went through a wall there, didn't you?
Oof. And some of those puffers they give there, you shoot the powder into your lungs.
Yeah.
Nasty stuff.
Yeah, it's just that I don't want to disturb you too much. That's why I just thought I'd let me know what's going on rather than me, because I didn't know the situation. I know he was going for a tough time, but when you said that you was on those lung relaxers, so to speak.
Ooh. Yeah, I couldn't talk. It got to the point where every breath was like breathing through a plastic bag.
Man, well, I'm glad you're here anyway, talking to us, and
I'm glad too.
Yeah. Hey.
The Shane Show, doing our best. Christopher Ty, Polar Bear says, Yemi Kinamine, Christopher Ty, DJ's in the house down the bottom there. He is.
Yeah, hey, Dale. Did you get my email today?
Did you get his
email today? No, to be honest, I last week had so many crappy emails from people. I'll tell you where it's from. Now, since I put it out, and I've shown you the actual information before Skipper offline.
Right.
One person's changed their name with all their accounts, but the other person is continuing to put my name at the end of the video with his ridiculous numbers. And you may see him come in sometimes, PC Coinstar. And so I said to you, keep doing that, I will report you. It's as simple as that. You know, I give him a couple of shots across the bow, so to speak. So, and I've checked, all he does is says, he either puts a heart or he says, thank you for watching, or I think he's an actual from another country, but he puts out a penny coin that's in circulation for something like 22,000 pounds. And I understand why he's doing it, but he's using my name at the end for doing it. And I've just deleted every single email I had, because I had nothing but, why is my coin worth? Well, how can I sell my coin? Where can I said that your coin's not worth? I'm fed up repeating myself, basically. And so that's why I done it. I don't know what the actual results are at the moment. So anyway, but that's why I'm doing it. It's just, I showed you one person who changed it conveniently. They changed the names to all their accounts conveniently. But other than that, I'm PC Coinstar. You know, if you've got one penny and it's worth £22,000, go and send all your pennies to him and making sure you get the check for it. And he's saying, oh, there's lots of errors on the coins as well. There's no errors on the coins, from what I can tell anyway, from most of his videos.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that there, but you know the email I sent you. Oh,
I think I've got it. I already deleted it from Friday, so I deleted everything from Friday.
Okay, well, I sent it today, so.
Oh, right, okay, I'll check.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if you can see my name in this description.
Oh, there it is. It's at the top. Is that
yeah, I see it at the end of it.
A super rare penny, blah, blah, or he's got in there a 20p, which is a 2015, very common 20 pence.
Yeah.
For $23,000.
Yeah, no. Scam.
The question is, with him putting you down there, is he trying to discredit you?
Basically, yeah. I've had lots and lots and lots. When he's coming to my channel, I've told him subtly that how much is my pennies worth? How much is this penny worth? You know, you're saying it's worth X amount, and then he'll leave. It's getting to a point where I've had lots and lots of emails of people, not just here, but Instagram as well. And I'm saying that your pen is this and that is not worth much. Hence why I haven't really posted on Instagram or TikTok. Because, you know, as I said, people like that who lie, who fudges the numbers and stuff like that, when they actually ask the question, we actually tell them what it actually is worth, or we tell them a kind of variant, you know. And I said, you know, if I give a value out, I said I'm only doing it to my coin, and it's not in a. These are still in circulated coins.
Mm-hmm.
So don't take it as this is rule to thumb, because you know you can sell your coin for whatever you want. Really, it's entirely up to you. If you think your coin's worth, you know, a whole bunch of a vault load of platinum, by all means try it. But in reality, we're the bad guys. Yeah, Skipper just lit up. Yeah, PC Coinstar. Yeah, he's a nightmare, an absolute nightmare.
I don't know why he's putting your name.
Yeah, I don't know why he's put my name on this. It's like one, then it'd be like a feud, it'd be another one, it'd be a feud, it'd be another one.
Wow.
Yeah, okay, blistering, that'd be cool, that'd be fantastic, and I'll send you something back. But yeah, it's a pain in the butt, basically. But I'm not changing my name for that very reason. I want to change my name to the fact what I feature these days. That's just a side note.
Yeah.
But and I appreciate everybody's feedback, by the way. I do take it on board and listen to the advice. It's just the way things are. People come and go on YouTube.
Yeah, hold up. I just got an email from someone asking for my help. Okay. Let me.
If I'm reading that right, a 9-second sub doesn't help your channel.
Say that again.
Oh, I was just reading what he's saying here. He said, PC Coinstar, I think I'm subbed to him, and he 9 seconds subbed to me.
Yeah, I don't think he actually truly. I'm not subscribed to him. I'm not subscribed to him. I don't even know why.
No.
So DJ, what kind of mischief are you into with Ernie? Are you planning any adventures with the old Marine or what?
Well, with Eddie, we're working on a project right now talking about my disability. Dale, I don't know if you saw my video last. Yeah, that's it. You
Yeah, I was down and out, so I didn't see as many as I'd like. So I probably haven't checked your video. I'll check it out as soon as I can here.
Yeah,
put it on my to-do list.
Yeah, we're doing a 3-part series about my disability, which, as Dale knows, is cerebral palsy. So, yeah.
I'll certainly watch that.
Cool.
All I've been trying to do, all I've been doing, figure out how to change my name.
Well,
That's why I've done that poll thing.
You're not going to change it to Sue, are you?
No. Apparently, Karen's a bit of a trend at the moment, isn't it?
Karen?
I gotta go, guys. I gotta go figure out what someone needs help with. I will talk to you later.
Fully understand, DJ. At least there's someone around here that's got the wherewithal to be able to help people. I'm so old. I'm still using a rotary dial phone.
Yeah, you just start putting fires out, DJ. That's why he's on rotary dial. It's upgraded. Dale's collectibles and treats.
Collectibles and treats. I got a question about that. Last time I went on there, I was watching someone doing frickin' dishes. Did
Yeah.
not look appealing at all.
Why do you think I don't do it?
Gotta understand, Tracy does not do dishes. I do dishes. So I'm stuck in the bloody galley all the time. So here's Zoe washing dishes. It was like my worst nightmare.
Chipping down like that. Yeah, did you see her miss a lot though? Terrible. I had to make her go back and do it again.
Did she miss dishes? Oh well, I'm not watching that one. Sorry. She goes back to the candies and the chocolates and the edibles, and yeah, then I'll go
With the
back.
bubbles. You're not with the bubbles.
All
though.
right, who is shoving my first name down? Babes in Toyland. Yeah, I haven't used that name since I was 16 years old.
Hey, Babes in Toyland and other things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when
he's
I found
different,
out my
isn't he?
first name meant small, black, hairy Irish bull, that was it. I was done. What do you mean I'm dishing it out? I'm not. I did my dishes this morning.
Did you do traces as well?
I do all the dishes and the cooking,
Just making sure, you know.
except for when she doesn't feel like cooking, like today. Apparently she wants Mary Brown's chicken,
What's wrong with
Which
your
is-
chicken?
which is way better than KFC.
Never had Mary Brown's. What do they have over in America?
Well, they got Popeyes, which is not bad. I don't like the Cajun flavor though. Ugh.
No, I didn't go to Popeyes.
Yeah,
I was
been to
in Texas, so
okay.
I don't know if that's. But I think we went to Wendy's once, and I didn't like that at all.
No, don't like Wendy's. Geez, talking food. Now we're talking.
I just, you know what? It's just like, it's foul. Went to KFC once. That wasn't too bad. It's better than ours.
Their chickens are anemic. They look like they're teeny tiny little pieces now. And ever since they cremated Colonel Sanders, you can taste them in the secret spices. It's just not the same.
Well, we have here a Tennessee fried chicken as well as KFC. Now
what's the difference between Kentucky and Tennessee?
they're in different states of the United States.
Yeah. So
no, what I was going to say is that when they changed the building, from when it was actually owned by KFC, they franchise them all out, don't they? Okay. They still cook the same way and stuff like that, which is not true. Trust me, over here, where I live, it isn't right anyway. Because one either comes in really bland and still clucking, or the other one still looks like it's come out of the engine oil. You know what I mean? So, but the Tennessee fried one. Now, my brother's first wife, her dad was an area manager for the KFC company. And he used to go around like Wales and south of England. And he would take me on a little road trip with because my friend was her daughter. And when we first sort of moved into the neighborhood, we sort of grew up. She's like a couple of years older than me, but so throughout the road trip, throughout the day, we would go around all these KFCs. And we'd try a few bits of KFC as we go along, you know, not all the time, every other week. He'd go out and he'd take us along. And well, when the store where I live went from KFC to Tennessee, and when the Tennessee changed over to a different one, it was completely different. But the Tennessee, I can still taste it as the original recipe. Now, when people come here, I say, don't go to KFC, go to Tennessee. Because I remember from a childhood taste, that is still the same. And it's not greasy. So yeah, it's they don't at KFC, they don't do here, well where I live now, they don't do the lamb ribs, but Tennessee they do, and I love the lamb ribs, barbecue lamb ribs, sticky barbecue ribs, absolutely love them.
You're making me hungry for oxtails.
I'm too young. I wish I was still too young. Skipper's younger than me.
Oh my! What? Yes. No. Not in Canada. It doesn't.
Yeah. Big lamb, thick, juicy, sticky barbecue sauce lamb ribs. Oh, they are gorgeous. And the gravy is better as well. The thick, proper. When you get it from KFC, you might as well just make your own, because
the big difference between Europe, especially in Great Britain and Canada, the meats. I found the meats were extremely lean in the UK. I'm talking to the point where you had to put bacon with it to put fat back in the meat. It was actually so lean. We don't have that problem here. Most of our meats are very well marbled, so you at least have the oil that you need in the meat.
Yeah, that's the processing thing for it. I think they run around like with like Usain Bolt for about 6 years. You know what I mean? Just get all that fat out of them. But yeah, it's a. But when you go to say like you've got to do your own type, and you don't want to eat KFC, none of fast food stuff, but it's just best to just get a whole chicken from the butchers or something, because you know it's going to be like proper meat, not just processing stuff. So
Silver Tea's in the house. Hey.
BC Treasure Trails. Sorry, BC Treasure. I don't know if I said BC. Neil don't do chicken. I'm glad you don't do chickens, Neil. That's clarified now. That's sorted. I raise sheep. I never eat lamb or mutton. I do like lamb. Unfortunately, we don't have it all the time. Actually, it's very rare we have lamb, isn't it? Yeah, it's so expensive. A shoulder of lamb, crikey. It is probably cheaper to raise your own ones.
I've only had mutton a couple times. I'm not keen on it. I guess it depends on who's cooking it, but it was not that good. For my appetite index, it rates as low as liver to me as being an acceptable meat. Blech. It's like mushy peas. Blech.
Do you know what I'm going to do for you? I'm going to make you a trial, like the bush trucker trial we have over here. I'm going to get you to eat a
Don't say
nice cooked liver with mushy peas and I can't remember the other thing you said. That fish stuff.
Oh, if you're going to do that, then you have to drink one of my protein shakes. And I make it with chocolate almond silk and tuna fish.
Okay, I'll try that.
And you blend it.
All right, I'll try it. Challenge accepted.
Yeah, it's a little rough when you drink it because you get little bits of fish in your teeth as you're drinking it. But
yeah, I know what Skipper's likes are. So, and if he eats it, or I'll treat him to a nice homemade trifle.
Wait a minute. Trifle is good, but it depends on what you're putting in it.
Well, I'd be like.
I can see your trifle with little shrimp floating around in it, and
No, it's going to be custard.
custard.
Cream,
Yeah, that's a
jelly.
giver. Devon custard.
Maybe the fingers I might use, leftover liver. No, I'm only joking. No, I'll make you a nice proper sherry trifle.
Oh, we're getting to the point where we're starting to discuss the most disgusting combinations of foods. It's like, ugh.
Tripe. Oh, tripe.
Tripe is great with pickled eggs.
Have you ever tried trotters?
What?
Trotters.
Trotters.
Yeah.
Trotters.
Yeah.
You understand? Trotter to me is something the horse leaves behind.
No, that's a landmine. No, pig's trotters, as in pig's feet. They're great.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, of course I've had pickled pig's feet.
Uh,
And yes, I have also had camel kebab, donkey's head, and fragrant meat. I wasn't sure whether it was cat or dog, but it was one of them. Middle East, they serve everything.
No.
Give you the trot. Yucky guys.
Fruit bat.
Snake
Oh, you won't get no. Snake is tasty. Actually, I really like snake until my sergeant told me that we shouldn't be eating it because there's too much DDT in the area. Oops. We were hunting down Masaga rattlers, and we used our machetes, cut off the head. We gut them, we'd eat the meat, and we'd take the pelts along with the rattles and tie them around our hats.
Kangaroo.
I hear kangaroo meat's supposed to be pretty good.
It's supposed to be like chicken, isn't it? That's what I hear.
You can keep black pudding. I'm not keen on that at all.
Black pudding, yeah, black pudding. That'll be your dessert.
That would be my dessert. Black pudding with caramel sauce.
If you can guess what I got to munch on in a bit in front of me, you'll be amazed. I have.
Amazed.
Yeah, you'll be amazed. If you get it right, I'll be amazed.
Let's see. 7 hours ahead. So it's what? 18, 19, 2100. It's about 9:30 there.
Yeah, just gone 8:30 because
8:30.
you're an hour.
Oh, that's right. We're on daylight savings time now. It's 8:30. I don't mind calamari as long as it's fried.
You like squid, didn't you?
Oh well, lobster. My wife loves lobster with all the butter and that stuff. But
No, he said camel's head.
I could feel my liver starting to go like with all this freaking fish. Yeah. So wow, I have got, other than those few things I showed that came in the mail, I have done no purchasing of any coins. No, my collection is stagnated. I feel like I'm in numismatic limbo. There's a new one catchphrase: numismatic limbo. Wait a minute, I know those. That's a hot cross bun.
Yeah.
And Turkish Delight is good as long as you get the right stuff.
Yeah, the bin.
Not the ones that are rock hard. And vanilla is not the good one to pick.
Oh, you ought to try lemon. Oh my god, that's great.
No, not lemon. I like raspberry, strawberry, or
we had obviously we got the fries Turkish Delight, right?
Yeah.
Well, a while ago Stax ate it and he was eating all this stuff I sent him and I goes, "You're probably better off leaving the fries Turkish like last." Now, it was a picture. At first, he started eating it. Oh my god! He goes, it's like chewing on a sweaty shoe.
Ew.
But Silver Tea likes them, and Lauren and Zoe likes them. They are grim. And I tried the lemon one. Oh my god, I don't like it myself. I honestly don't like Turkish like myself. But yeah, it is grim. Neil, trust me. Goes, Neil, Zoe made some fudge, and the Silver Tea goes, Neil, trust me, they're real fudge. Your mate, Silver Tea.
Said, what about my fudge?
Said he goes, Neil, trust me, that's not real fudge.
It was real. Cheeky Italian.
You know, I get the best fudge I've eaten in Canada so far, believe it or not, is when I go to Cabela's. We have a sporting store here, and they have one little fudge shop inside the store. And I'll go there. I won't even want to buy any camping gear or anything. I'll go straight to the fudge shop.
Silver Tea, what is it?
Real?
Oh, pralines and cream fudge. Oh, yeah.
You're so naughty.
Me, I said it. No, I don't like them. I like them as they are. No. There's only a couple of things that I'll only have raisins in. That's hot cross buns and Belgian buns. That's it. Nothing else.
Oh, that's a brand new coin. That you can eat that. See, there's right there. Yeah, those are good. Yes, kin of mine got a chocolate loonie.
I am not eating these.
No, you're not yours.
No, see, I told you, not mine. Trust me, that is an Eastern promise. That is not true. Because in our advertisements, Christopher Tide, you'll know this. We have this old advertisement with Fry's Turkish site. It says full of Eastern promise, and it goes from a nice Persian woman to a Turkish bar, a Turkish delight bar, and yeah. So, man, they got the nicest chocolate on them, but the actual bit inside, they can just throw that in the bin, as far as I'm concerned.
Purdy, these are from Purdy. Sorry, kin of mine. These are from Purdy's chocolates. So it's a upper level chocolatier. It kind of still reminds me of like Easter egg chocolate. You know, it's got a little extra wax in it to hold its shape.
Rose, what flavors are those in there? Is it
Rose and lemon.
rose and lemon flavor?
Rosie and Jim.
Yeah, Rosie and Jim.
You're never naughty, are you?
I don't know if I am or not. When you're being naughty, are you being good, or are you being good at being naughty? I don't know.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody wanting to do a sticker swap with me, send me your address to the email below.
You missed Tanifer's message.
Mine. One chocolate.
Yeah. Fry's Factory. You got some Fry's chocolate in you somewhere around?
The only Fry's chocolate I ever got is Baker's chocolate.
Yeah.
Something strange.
Cinnamon wax clips. That would be hot.
No, you can have the.
Something strange in the neighborhood. Who's gonna call? Dimebag Darren.
Has he got a new job now called Ghostbusting?
No, I think it's karaoke busting.
Rebecca.
You can't
Yeah,
get the video.
I think the Fries now is one that is actually the oldest chocolate company now. Easter egg chocolate is my favourite. Well, there's lots of Easter egg chocolates.
Well, it's coming up quick, so you have lots of it to choose from.
Cadbury's chocolate was brilliant. Then they obviously Hershey's took it over, and they put all that palm oil in it, and it was gloopy as anything. It wasn't melting. It was just going into like a paste. I think they've changed it back because I think Hershey's is not the owner of it anymore. But yeah, it went bad for a while, didn't it?
Went a bit crappy, didn't it?
Yeah, it went. People
By
can
the
notice.
way, sorry.
What?
Have you told everyone that the Shane show is Mojo?
Oh yeah, yeah. Anybody who knows White Mojo Wolf, please check out the Shane Show. That is White Mojo Wolf. That's his new name. That's his new channel name.
The Shane Show?
Yeah, the Shane Show. I forgot to actually say that. Sorry, Shane. I did not. And congratulations to Shane, by the way.
The Shane Show. I gotta look it up. The Shane Show. All one. We're all one.
It's there. Just click on the link in the chat. Just click on his name.
Huh? I'm always
My
doing
goodness,
things the hard way.
You have to blame Zoe on that one.
Link in the chat. Link in the chat.
No. Just click on the name. Click on his name, the blue name.
Oh, just go to channel.
Yeah, you ain't got to worry about links. Just
I'm already subscribed because he just changed the name. Hey, that looks really sharp.
What's my favorite chocolate? I would say Cadbury's went down big time, but it's back up now. So either Mars or Cadbury's. I'm not too fussed about Galaxy. Not really a Galaxy.
Hey,
team.
bite your tongue. I love Galaxy. Especially my starts with an M. I just lost the name of it. What do they call? Boy, I hate getting old.
Minstrels.
Minstrels. Yes. The guys that used to play when I was a kid.
I don't mind minstrels. I do not mind mint. That's probably one of my favourites. I do not like Galaxy chocolate. As a go-to. I don't like Toblerone chocolate.
Oh, I love Toblerone. I get one of those great, big, huge bars that I just.
You're not supposed to do that with them. What you do with the triangle is you push them forward.
Who's going to tell me I can't do that?
Well, okay.
That's my tradition.
Okay. That's why you need to go to the dentist, because if you actually hold the bar up.
These are really strong. I've lost the ones on the side. So I can bite them, but I can't chew them.
Well, if you get hold of the bar and push down the triangle, it breaks apart.
Hercules candy from Syracuse, New York. Well, I haven't been down to Syracuse, New York in a very long time, like in my last life.
You knew that, didn't you, Skipper? You just push down on the triangle with it, and it breaks the triangle bit off.
I knew that, but I use my teeth. Same as what I do with my bottles.
And his coins.
No, I don't. No, well, some coins. Yeah, this coin.
You haven't started on that one yet.
No, I still got a few. I got to save some back because I put them in my little parcels I send out when people actually want to trade stickers, coins, or.
What was I going to say? Yeah, Terry's chocolate orange is another one.
Oh, Terry's. Oh, that's a good. Oh, yes, that's God's gift to mankind.
Mayors, videos, treasure hunting. Oh, I want to ask Neil how's he got on with his metal detector.
I cannot wait. I'm counting the days. We only got. Let's see. We're March. We're talking 1 month. We should see the big melt.
So you're going to be out metal detecting. Neil's
yeah, hopefully
probably
with
going to be out
Marlon.
metal detecting.
Cool.
Say,
You know what? My wife says that too, but you know what? I love strawberries and chocolate.
I think Kinnamin has never had a Terry's chocolate orange.
Oh, well, yeah, Terry's chocolate orange is not orange piece dipped in chocolate. It has the subtle taste of orange in it.
I'll show you what it looks
chocolate.
like.
And you get to crack them.
Yeah, it's. They did an apple once. They did an apple one once, and it was
really.
Yeah, it wasn't that great.
Still got some leftover hacking.
Oh yeah, I did a white chocolate one as well. It was actually really, really nice. Oh god.
I have never seen a white Terry's.
Steve bought us one last year.
And there's the other new one that I have.
Right. Go on.
Yeah, coffee crunch.
Coffee crunch one as well. Coffee crunch.
And there's another one there. I don't remember the name of that.
There's a coffee crunch one as well in this now.
That's what they look like in the box.
Oh, I could stand one of those now, but I got to save room for my chicken. Hello, PA Patriot Prospecting.
Yeah, they don't actually have the orange with it. It's just a shape of an orange, and you.
But it does
then
have
you
it has a subtle taste of orange in the chocolate.
Yeah, you just bash it on the table, and it all pops open like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's solid chocolate. It's just.
I'd sooner have one of those than one of those big boxes of chocolate.
Yeah. Steve, he bought us like, was it a 5 kilogram chocolate bar or something like that? Or was it 5 kilo? I can't remember what, but it was like, I don't know, quite big, quite thick. Took me about
2 days.
2 days non-stop.
Yeah.
Oh, can you borrow one for illustration?
I've got one for my birthday.
There he goes. He's going for it. He's going for it. Oh, still no. Kinder Egg. Kinder Egg chocolate is the best.
If communion wafers tasted this good, I'd be at communion all the time.
It's got charm.
Yeah.
There is chocolate. Above all else, I love them. They come in a purple cellophane wrapper, and and it's
I know what you're on about.
and
I know
it's
exactly what you're on about.
the Brazil nut.
Oh, the chocolate covered Brazil.
The chocolate covered Brazil nut.
Oh, to die for. And guess what? And guess what chocolate that is?
That's Cadbury's.
What kind?
That's the purple one. That's the
Quality Streets.
no, that's Roses.
Oh, Quality Streets.
No, Roses.
Quality Streets.
Is the Quality Street the purple one?
Yes.
Roses.
The Quality Street one is the purple. It's the Brazil nut.
Yes, they have the
What?
same chocolate as Quality Street chocolate. Maxwell.
Oh yeah, the Macintosh. Oh right, yeah. They used to do a big one like that,
Mhm.
big filled one.
Oh, and Marlin After 8 is a really good chocolate. But one thing I learned a couple Christmases ago, my son Andrew loves the mint chocolates. So we did up his After 8. It was a giant, like it was a huge box. Wrapped it up, put it under the Christmas tree, and Tracy and I went out, come back, and it was gone. My dog ate the whole thing.
Oh no.
Rushing him to emergency vet. $800 later, with a lot of charcoal, that poor dog freaking got it all out of his system. Did I ever learn that I never put chocolates under my tree ever again?
Oh dear.
But he ate every single one.
Oh. Very lucky.
No, the ones I like, they've changed the way they do. They actually do the fillings. Now, with certain variety boxes, the chocolates used to have like the gooey filling, like the lemon, the orange creams, the strawberry. Now it's solid. It's solid. And this guy, he was on TV, and he's taken out one of my favorite ones, the coffee flavor. Sweet. Now he don't work. I think it was actually Quality Street, wasn't it? He worked. Yes, right. Yeah, he was the idealist behind the orange flavor one. Now he's taken out the orange cream, which I liked, even though the coffee one was still in there. They taken out both of them, and they put in this orange bits in it.
Ew.
Yeah, orange crunch.
Yeah.
So not only is he responsible, and he's so great about it, but if you have a look at the reviews on what is the best, the orange one is like the worst. But he only worked at Quality Street, this guy. He's on a show at Christmas, and they show you like through the years how they used to make sweets. And he was so proud of his invention, but he only worked at the Quality Street factory for a year. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But for over 50 years, the coffee one's been in there. So has the orange cream.
Yeah, I've been there forever.
Yeah, and he's taken out those two for his invention, which is the worst flavor.
Yeah.
They are horrible to me.
Yeah.
I like the soft centers. I like obviously mint, caramel, or whatever,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but-
the chocolate would kill the dog. It would shut down his organs.
Rum. There used to be a rum and raisin toffee, wasn't there?
Oh yeah.
There used to be a rum and raisin. Was it a chocolate coated or just a rum and raisin?
No. It used to be invented with Max. So good.
We as a kid, I used to love getting into those bloody chocolate liquor bottles.
Yes, yeah. They spin like in a little long, like magazine of them. They're like whiskey, sherry.
They do here. They sell them here in Canada. You can get all the different flavors you want. It's like having your own liquor cabinet. You get one of these things. And boy, some of them are pretty disgusting.
The chocolate's nice on them, though.
Yeah. Oh, I had something to tell you. I have discovered an Irish pub,
Oh, have you?
and it's brand new. And believe it or not, my first time out with Tracy since I got ill, I sat down. I had myself a big tall glass of Guinness, and had myself. I was hoping they'd have Irish stew, but they have the Cornish pasties and a whole bunch of the other things in there. A lot of traditional foods. I was thoroughly impressed. Thoroughly
Very
impressed.
nice. I do like Guinness. I watched the Six Nations on the weekend, and of course, obviously Ireland is sponsored by O2, but on the sponsorships is Guinness. And just want to sit there and just want to watch, have a tinny of Guinness, and it's just, oh man. But I got something coming up very, very soon at Easter. I want to share.
We just put up. I finally got into the garage to get my St. Patrick's Day decorations. They're now up.
Yeah, I see you changed the name. Oh, your banner anyway.
I'm fed up with Stu. What do you mean, fed up with Stu?
Irish stew.
What's called Carrie Skipper? What the heck are you talking about? God, I let the cat out of the bag. They found out my first name. Nobody uses that first name except for my sister. The most Irish city in Canada? I would have to say it would be in the Toronto area, especially York. I can say that because my fifth great grandfather is actually buried there. So he was born in 1799. Very a lot of Irish settled in York and believe it or not in Quebec. A lot in Quebec City, Montreal. That's why you can go to Quebec and find all these Frenchmen that can't speak English, but they have Irish names. Oh, St. John. I never thought St. John as being Irish.
Mm-hmm.
Well, every time I think of St. John, New Brunswick, all I think of is the United Empire Loyalists and the Loyalist Graveyard. They do have good beer there, though.
That's where me and my friend goes when we go off down to the betting store. Is called Paddy Power.
That would make sense. I could see a lot of Irish up there.
Silver Knight Kyle's in the house.
Silver Night. In the boy, I'm doing good. I actually got enough wind to be.
The thing is, though, if I give you a blind test, right? Yeah.
Do I have to close my eyes?
Only afterwards. If I gave you a Guinness, a draft Guinness and a draft Murphy's, would you be able to know the difference?
Yes, if it's properly done.
Well, yeah.
Because I had to sit through Tracy watching the barkeep pouring the Guinness, and all I heard was, "Not doing it right. Not doing it right. No, the head's not right. No, that's not right." I thought, okay. But it still went down smooth. Like, good grief.
Not doing it right, not.
Well, it's true. You have to do it properly. You have to pour a Guinness properly. You don't want too little or too much head. It has to be just right. Moosehead Alpine Brewery. Yeah, actually, I think it was Tuesdays. Alpine Brewery used to allow people in to drink their brains out every Tuesday.
Oh, you picture.
On it. So now check on something on that.
The third one. You send that picture to me so I can get a
Yeah.
finger
Yeah.
over the bed.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Hmm.
There you go. Murphy's is definitely a bit thicker and leans towards the chocolate and coffee, where the Guinness is fruitier.
Oh, I love Murphy's and I love Guinness.
Um,
So pretty, Laura.
Oh, all this talking of bloody Guinness and stuff's making me thirsty. What do I have in?
you go, look. Murphy's or Guinness?
Oh. Well, I'll have to settle for a ginger ale. Do I know what a black violet is? No, I do not.
That sounds good.
A black violet?
Or have Guinness in it to me.
Geez, where I was living in East St. John, all I could smell was the bloody pulp mill. Oh, yeah, I'm familiar with black and tan. I've heard of people doing that, but I will not mix cider with Guinness.
Oh, no, that sounds good.
No, that's wasted good Guinness.
That's like you guys drinking shandies over there. A lot of people like,
wasted good lemonade.
yeah. I'm like, my father-in-law used to do that, but then again, he used to drink Queen Anne Scotch, so he had no taste. Oh, yeah, that'll settle the stomach. I miss my ginger beer. I just don't want to spend the money that the British Pantry wants to charge me for it. One little can. It says 50p right on the can.
I think
$4
you can
$4
actually contest it.
$4 for a ginger beer.
Silver Night Carl says, his drink of choice is straight gin or rum and pineapple juice.
Ooh.
You want one of the most refreshing drinks there is. I'm talking refreshing, nothing, not to go out and get hammered on or anything. A refreshing drink, peach brandy and ginger ale. Believe it or not, that is probably one of the most delicious and easy going on a hot summer day over ice. Oh, that is just phenomenal. Now, for those of you that have class and want to sit back in front of a roaring fire with your feet up, get yourself a heated snifter. Courvoisier or Remy Martin. A nice flavor coming out of that heated snifter. Oh, it's like, oh.
Was that hot coffee?
No. We're talking like Scotch whiskeys and cognacs.
Oh, right, okay.
We're talking where you want to relax and enjoy a conversation with an intellectual, someone that can actually stump you like Silver Night Kyle. You know, we sit there and throw all these facts and figures at you and you can pretend you know what you're talking about. Bird's Eye Trifle.
Yeah, Bird's Eye Trifle's lovely.
$5 and $15 shipping and handling? I don't think so. That's like eBay. I go to eBay now and I see their shipping rates. Forget it. $20 for a coin. Get out of here.
It's funny, really, because with buying stuff like that on eBay, people think it's clever by adding on the postage. Well, it actually isn't, because they have to tax that eventually, and so it's not really going to them as in pocket. And eBay take a shipping fee anyway.
I love a good cognac too. I do. See if I can put the link up there. If
I
anybody
think it'd
wants.
be like a martini, man, to be honest.
I'm not keen on martinis.
Cinzano, Baby Sham,
Ugh.
Snowball.
I suppose you like snowballs.
I like snowballs. Yeah, they're all right.
Yeah, we're talking all this stuff, and I can't even drink anymore. Well, I'm not supposed to.
He's gone out for a Guinness.
Well, you know that my liver's shot. I'm not supposed to be drinking alcohol, but once in a while, you know.
In hospital, they used to give you that as a medicine.
My mother used to give us to get us to sleep a little shot of brandy.
To stay asleep for days. I don't think that's supposed to.
What can we do with the drunken sailor early in the morning?
I don't really understand the lyrics to that song, to be honest. It's kind of creepy.
Hey up, she raises, hey up. Frankly, if you're drinking too much, there's no rising.
Right.
Yeah. But you get bird's eye over here. I go into most of the grocery stores here have a European section, and you can get bird's eye and Devon custard and mushy peas and all that stuff now.
So if you actually read the lyrics to the Drunken Sailor,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Obviously, it says early in the morning, yeah. Then it says way hair and up he rises early in the morning. Shave his belly with a rusty razor, yeah, early in the morning. Way hair and up he rises early in the morning. Put him in the boat until he's sober, and in again early in the morning. And don't forget, this is a drunken sailor, by the way. Way hair and up she rises, and then stick him in a scrapper until the hose pipe spot him, yeah, right, and then put him in the bed with the captain's daughter.
Well, okay. You got to understand the service mentality, whether you be Army, Navy, or Air Force. Forget Air Force. They're always sleeping in hotels.
Hey!
But you know,
can't help you parachute and land.
the Army and the Navy, forgive me for a minute.
You forgive me.
Over hacking. The Army and Navy used to have, would delight in terrorizing their buddies.
Christopher.
I mean, I went out on a binge many years ago, and I made it back to my barracks, and I woke up and there was this strange woman sitting next to me in a wheelchair.
Wasn't the captain's daughter, was it?
No, but they were wheeling her from room to room. I'm like, what the hell?
No, I get the gist of the song. Obviously,
putting shaving cream all over a person's hand and then tickling the guy's nose and he freaking slaps his face. There's all kinds of stuff you used to do. Or shoe polish.
Shoe polish.
Oh, bad. That was bad. Yeah, there's lots. And you know what? We had dark humor. Dark humor kept us alive. do silly things.
That's the fun of it.
Getting drunk, crawling through a demilitarized zone through a minefield on your belly to crawl into across
Or you can crash into one.
across the trench to go up and remove the Turkish flag and tuck it in and then crawl back across the DMZ, and only to cause an international incident the next day.
Or you can do what he done, is crash into one.
Wait a minute. I was trying to pass a tank. I just learned that they don't shoulder check where the darn.
I don't think they have the steering maneuverability as a Patrick.
Yeah, I'm working on the link there, Sir Kyle. It's just my computer is dogging it, so I'm working off of 2 phones, and it's causing me grief. I'll get to you. Okay, I got that one. I'm afraid I'm going to get feedback on this thing. Oh, there it is. Oh, I think it's going to work. I think it's going to work. Come on.
Is it going to work?
I think it's going to work. And
That's the next one. That's for
come on,
tomorrow's stream.
show up. There
That's
it
for
is.
tomorrow. That's tomorrow's stream.
There is no tomorrow stream.
Just making sure you're still with us.
Nice try. Yes, for those of you who don't know, we only do Mondays and Thursdays because Tuesdays and Wednesdays we go out and party.
Yeah, we go and rejoice about all the awesome streams.
Rejoice, rejoice.
You have to get someone to shave his belly with a rotten razor. Well, I'm up in a hotel.
You feel stupid by not coming. What do you mean? You can be stupid in the chat or stupid online. Lord Lipton. Especially fellow YouTubers that have got their own channels. Well, are you afraid to come up on someone else's channel?
Yeah, come
Hey.
and join us. Come on.
By all means. Don't forget to hit that like button. We need all the likes we can get.
Nobody likes us anymore.
Ooh, I have a feeling. I've got a feeling.
I hope so.
I've got a feeling. Hey, you
It's
beautiful.
really unappealing.
Kind of like my face. Truly unappealing. You beautiful peoples, you.
Scrapping! Kieran says, my husband's in Germany, remote radio station. They got all drunk and they passed out. Oh, and passed out, and then all communications were offline until they sent someone out to wake them up. See, that's what happens when nobody talks on radio. You fall asleep and it's everybody else drunk on there. So
I cut away a skipper was talking about shoe polish to do this, and I just started laughing at the shoe polish and shaving cream jokes we'd play.
Oh, it was just something that we did. That's
you
why
you get drunk enough, you're gonna wake up with shoe polish in places you do not want shoe polish.
you doggone right.
Shaving cream where you do not want shaving cream.
And you know, the sad part is, of course, it's my generation, is for thousands of years, the military had gone through what people
Austrian.
don't like hearing, hazing.
Yeah.
Hazing was a normal part of your acceptance into the community. It's something we all went through. The Canadian Airborne Regiment, not counting what happened in Somalia, but someone, when the Freedom of Information Act kicked in, so that the average soldier could talk to the press, which was never allowed before. They told them about the hazing, and it went viral, and they disbanded the regiment because of hazing, which was a thing that's gone on in the military for millennia.
Yeah.
You know,
I was all about the hazing, except for when they beat people up. Like that was just mean.
Not cool.
That
But
was
they did
the
do
mean
that.
part. But yeah, the general hazing, the scissors to the underwear, whether you're wearing them or not.
Yeah. There were quite a few different. The worst one we did was we got drunk in the common area, which is around where the showers and the toilets are and the sinks. And we were all sitting there on the floor drinking away. And this is way back when we had the big double beds and it was one giant barracks. You didn't have separate rooms. It was just a giant barracks.
Yeah.
And one of the guys was a real lush, and he crawled up on the top bunk, and these bunks are high. Well, the guys were using one of the liquor bottles as a place to get rid of your fluid contents and cigarette butts. And they took it and they capped it and they threw it on his bunk. And we were watching as he's holding it up to the light. It was the right color. And all of a sudden we heard this. And we were in tears laughing at this guy, knowing what he had just consumed. That's the dark humor that we used to do.
Yeah. I don't have too many pictures of those things. But I do have an old picture of me laying on a beach in Japan with my arm over a duffel bag that's full of a case of beer and a beer coat sitting on my belly button. And I'd passed out sound asleep for 45 minutes. And my buddy just sat there and laughed while I got sunburned. And then I had a ring around my belly button for 2 weeks where I sunburned and the beer sat there.
Yep. The silly things we did.
Yeah.
I was in Nicosia, and we used to call it the new arrivals. We called them Cherry Boys, and we had this new guy come in, and we were partying down Regina Street and hitting every bar, drinking too much ouzo and everything else. And we decided, okay, we've had enough. Let's get ourselves some coffee. And we went up this big flight of stairs to this little Greek restaurant, and we ordered 2 Greek coffees, and I made sure his was sweet. And I had to instruct the guy on how to drink it. Now, Greek coffee, Turkish coffee, same thing. The last inch is pure ground. You don't drink it. You sip it and you drink the top portion. Well, I instructed this guy to belt it back. It was flipping awesome because it shot out his nose. And the guy, I don't think he slept for about 2 weeks. He got so much caffeine into him.
Oh my goodness!
It was so fun.
Coffee come out of his eye ducts.
Oh,
you say cherry, and I hesitate to tell the story of how I got the Order of the Blue Nose.
Uh-oh.
So if you go above the Arctic Circle on a ship, you got to get initiated. We're a row of Marines lined up, first time through into the Arctic, Order of the Blue Nose. They take the fattest sailor on the ship, the sloppiest, with a big, deep belly button, and they take a nice little sweet maraschino cherry, and they tuck it in his belly button. And then they take a fistful of Crisco lard and put it over the top of his belly button. And on a ship, bouncing in the Arctic Sea, you got to eat the lard and then eat the cherry and not throw up to get the Order of the Blue Nose.
Oh, that's awful.
I got my Blue Nose, and 35 years later, I'm still traumatized when somebody says cherry and military.
Oh, that's so bad.
That was vile. Just vile. And I laughed. I laughed hard. I drank a lot that night. I drank a lot.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
yeah,
we've moved a
the
lot
large.
bigger
I
than
could
before.
I could close my eyes and eat the cherry out of a guy's belly button and catch a few stray straggly hairs, and it'd make me sick. That was rough enough. But that big slimy lard that was hardening up because it was so cold, just yeah.
nasty.
I got a question
Nasty.
for you, there, Kyle.
Yeah.
Now, this person likes having cherries and lard, and obviously men at the time, I guess, having belly buttons taken out of him voluntarily. Seems to be. I don't know, it was a nice experience for him and a
It
traumatic
was
for you.
grossly uncomfortable for everyone involved, but again,
Okay.
hysterical laughter, and that's a tradition that went back at least 100 years. At least 100 years with the time I did it. It went back in the 1800s at the time I did it, and they said it could have gone back further, but you know the Marines have only been around since 1775. I almost said six. Had to correct myself. The Marines go back to 1775. And there's no record of a blue nose in the 1700s, but there are in the 1800s. So we went
Figures someone come up with it.
Yeah.
We had our initiation was I'll try to be polite about it. The dance of the flaming arsehole. And that's where the guy is given a bottle of beer. He stands up on top of the table in the mess. Of course, all the guys and gals are there. They're watching. He pulls his pants down and sticks a piece of toilet paper up the crack of his butt and have it hang all the way down to the table. It's lit on fire, and he can't put the fire out till he drinks his beer.
Yeah. It's a nice fun one there. It was Singer took us.
Yeah, that's the sort of things we did that I think back like, did I?
We did some cross training with the Australian Navy, and I'm glad I'm not in the Australian Navy. With their boots, they played Soggy Biscuit, and this is PG, so I cannot tell the story
No.
of Soggy Biscuit.
If it's anything like
That's what that is.
there are many things that we did in the service that civvies would not be able to handle. They're just like bad.
I'll
Bad,
tell
bad,
you what.
bad.
I'll tell you what it takes to play Soggy Biscuit.
I know. I
You
think I know
have
what
all
that
the
is.
new guys, huh?
I think I know what that is.
Yeah, you got a 4-piece cracker, you got 4-piece saltine, and in ships about ankle high, a little more than ankle high in any given room. You know, you've got a lifted area where you can put in water. You shoot in water, you float the Soggy Biscuit, and things happen, and the loser has to eat the Soggy Biscuit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where's my Tums?
Yeah, I'm glad I wasn't in the Australian Navy. And they all had them. I worked with Koreans. They had their initiations. You know, the Middle Easterns, they had their initiations. And
Men
Yeah,
are cheaper
there's-
than gross.
twisted minds go around the world. But when you do what you got to do with that stuff, you got to have a twisted sense of humor because, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of a good question. What's brown nose? You got blue nose.
What's brown nose? We all know what blue nose, or we all know what brown nose is. Yeah, men are stupid.
So you got to take the cherry out the room.
Well, now that
That's a frat boy thing. That's a college frat boy thing.
I hope the women have calmed the guys down somewhat now that they're in combat arms, but you never know.
Yeah.
Having met some of the ones that are in my former regiment, they're worse than the guys.
Yeah, you have to be mentally deranged to be in combat arms.
Yeah, I guess.
You have to be. You literally have to be. You have to be kind of warped.
Got to be willing to do what others are not willing to do.
And again, the shooting and getting shot at, that's not the hard part. It's the disaster relief and cleaning up bodies. That's the hard part.
That's a terrible part of it, which I've done. And the other thing I hated was, of course, you do all the things like fighting fires and all that crap. Every summer, I tried to take my annual leave, And every summer I got called back. And there I was being freaking rappelling into a hot zone with a metal container and a wire broom. And freaking here you are pumping water on the freaking hot spots and freaking trying to get rid of the fires in the middle. And oh, it was off. Every summer I had this burn tan. Your face was red with no eyebrows, no mustache. You know,
or burning poop pits. There are still guys suffering from the ill effects of burning poop pits because they didn't know not to stand downwind of them.
Yeah.
You light those up with diesel and set them on fire, and then you go the other direction from where the wind is blowing. And if the wind shifts, you move with it because you do not want to be diesel and poo smell worse than what you think it does.
Mm-hmm. I found the hardest areas were the sandy areas where all the root systems would catch fire, and you're walking along, suddenly fires popping up all over the place around you.
Yeah.
Wow. Yep. There were certain things, but then again, too, it's like 10% nastiness and 80% absolute boredom. I mean, most
and
of the
a
time,
lot of drunk.
You're either in barracks,
Yeah.
trying to hide from your sergeant,
Playing cards, being drunk,
playing
or doing,
cards,
yeah.
or they invent some course, lots of courses.
That's where I learned cribbage. That's where I taught people euchre. That's where I learned East Coast spades, West Coast spades.
Yeah.
Every drinking game. My favorite drinking game, though, was a West Coast game called Zoom Schwartz Profigliano. Now imagine trying to play Zoom Schwartz Profigliano sober. And then imagine it drunk, because you had to say it. Here's the rules to Zoom Schwartz Profigliano. You can never Zoom the Zoomer and say, I'm the Zoomer to start the game. I look at somebody in the eyes and I say, Zoom. They can't Zoom me back, so they have to look at somebody else and say, Zoom, or look back at me and say, Schwartz.
Okay.
Or they can look somebody else in the eyes and say Profigliano. But if you're looking somebody else in the eye and you say Profigliano, the guy that you're doing the Zoom with has to answer you. So it can go around the table. So it could be Zoom, Schwartz, 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 Zoom. And then I'm in a Zoom with you and he's out. And then you can look at him and say Profigliano, but I would have to say Schwartz back. Or look at him and say Profigliano.
You do see the problem with this. As they're getting drunker, this is getting a harder game to play.
If you stall, you got to drink. If you say the wrong word, you got to drink. If you're looking at the wrong person, you got to drink. If you can't pronounce Profigliano, you got to drink.
The game starts again, right?
Do what?
See,
never-ending
drink.
story.
Come on, drink.
Yeah, see, you drink and then it goes and then you just go and then it just turns into a giggle fest. And if you're laughing so hard and shooting beer out your nose and you get zoomed, you're already done.
Did you drink out of the boot or the yard glass?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, actually, I can say this with a straight face. This is my first pair of boots in 40 years I haven't drank.
He also goes, Uncle Albert, during the war.
Yeah.
During the war, Dow.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we're thinking of the fun times. I mean, some of it was crazy, but
You just got to kill boredom.
I got to play full tackle football at Stampede Park in Calgary. No. It was the French Grey Cup between the different battalions of the PPC Light, or the Princess Patricia's Canadian Light Infantry. It's called the French Grey Cup. And back in those days, we played full tackle with no protection, no helmets, no padding, nothing. Now, when we were playing that, they just brought out the AstroTurf.
That's easy. We just
the Calgary Stampeders that were in house, actually sitting there watching us play, were shaking their heads like this because we had guys that being clotheslined, broken arms, broken
Yeah.
legs.
Yeah, we
that
played.
grass burned so bad.
We played combat soccer, which you were in boots, camis, a t-shirt, and a flak jacket, and a soccer ball. And it was
Getting that
flat.
rugby over here.
It was flat, so you couldn't roll it, and you had to throw it back and forth. And whoever had the ball was fair game. If they went up and got it in the air, you could take their legs out. Once they touch the ball, they are fair game to just annihilate. But you got to go from end to end to score. But if you touch that ball, you're shredded cheese.
Did
And
you
we
play
just played till we couldn't play anymore.
similar game, but much larger ball? Did you play Earth Ball?
What, with the big medicine ball?
Yeah, the one that's like 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
now that was a fun game.
Yeah.
Imagine a soccer ball 6 foot in diameter, and you're getting that across the field. You had guys riding over top of
The
it.
other player on the other side.
Combat football.
Rugby.
Combat football that we used to play, because toilet paper came to us in little single dispenser
I remember them.
Kleenex things.
Yeah.
Yeah. But every once in a while, we'd get care packages with toilet paper in them. Well, those never went out to be used for toilet paper because we had plenty of the little disposables and all that stuff. Because a roll of toilet paper was worth a fortune because you could wrap it in duct tape and play combat football.
Oh, okay.
And we literally play football. I got pictures up there playing combat football and combat soccer. But, you tighten up a roll of toilet paper with duct tape and just throw it till it fell apart.
Gee, now
And then
if I
my
felt
favorite
like
Gulf
it-
War story. If you ever saw the movie Three Kings,
Yeah.
it's utterly absurd movie, but it shows them throwing Nerf footballs. And I laugh at that because somebody who helped, one of the consultants on that was obviously in the Gulf War. Because we'd get these care packages. Now, we never saw a Nerf football, but we got a care package full of Dayglow Nerf Frisbees that were pink and that neon greenish yellow. And we're clearing out of Kuwait. There's the fires burning and everything like that up in the distance. And we're throwing pink Frisbees back and forth. It was the most absurd thing in the world. We're in war throwing pink Frisbees for entertainment with the world on fire behind us. There's no definition of how absurd that is. So, yeah, I would have given my left arm for a football that time. We'd have had some fun, but throwing pink and Dayglow yellow Frisbees in a combat zone, just utterly absurd. And then we'd have to burn them. They're like, all right, we're going into a hot zone. We can't have any extra gear. We can't have this. This stuff glows in the dark. Throw it in a fire pit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, we got to play pink Frisbees for a while in a combat zone. How absurd was that?
Something to
You want to see a present I got this past week?
Yeah, let's take a look at it.
Punch magazine, July 30th, 1842. The year before that, this magazine, I got this from Essex, that this magazine out of London coined the term cartoon. So the word cartoon being used modernized came out the year before this. This is the second oldest comic book related ephemera I know of. I know one person that's got one older.
That's very cool.
But that's as old as comic book ephemera gets. And I've got stacks of them from the 1850s. And of course, this predates the actual, as you can see, it's just cherubs and things. This predates the actual mascot when they used Punch as a mascot, even though he goes back kind of to the dark ages. And before they absorbed Judy, another competitive magazine, and then it turned into Punch and Judy when we were kids. So, but yeah, that was fun. Then another gift I got from a school teacher in Iowa, who's also a fellow comic book nerd. I do my Wednesday International Comic Book Show. And here are me and my compatriots as the most powerful superheroes in the world.
Oh, wow.
So there's me as Wonder Man, and of course my Canadian buddy says Bugs Bunny is the greatest superhero in the world. But me from Indianapolis, Mark from Essex, Bill from San Antonio, Texas, Montreal, Canada, London, and London. So that's my compatriots. I'm gonna keep that original, and then I got the individual ones to ship them out. And this is now our icon for the show.
Cool.
There's all the individual guys. All right, where'd I go? How'd I go through those and I didn't have me? Where did me go? Did I already took me out, didn't I?
Saying that,
Didn't I?
and History Man.
I'm somewhere. Oh, no, there he is. And that's me as Wonder Man. So yeah.
They traded in your keg for the 6-pack in that picture then.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a juxtaposition, you know. It's like my old military pictures. I have my buddy from DC Comics who put my modern face on my old commando body. Made a real funny drawing there. So yeah.
Well,
Still got it.
you can see in my background, that's me as a kid.
Can't see it well.
Can't see it well here. Ish.
Yeah. Okay, I see it.
The cowboy.
Yeah, that's Fort Benning, Georgia. Me sitting on the ramp of a APC.
Ready to jump out of an aeroplane.
Not an aeroplane. I was mech infantry.
You jumped out of a helo?
Oh, of course I did. That was fun.
Right.
We used to bet beer to see who'd hit the ground first.
I told you why I'm too embarrassed to wear my wings, right?
I believe you didn't get enough jumps in, you said, wasn't it?
I'm embarrassed on how I got my wings because, as far as I'm concerned, you got to do your time at Benning to get your jump.
I know how he did it. He was on his way to the
You
plane.
got it from one of the other forces. French, was it?
No. What's up?
He's all kitted out. He's ready to go to the plane and trips over, and the parachute flies open. That's how he got his wings.
There you go. No, when the Gulf War kicked off, they cut some stipulations because they wanted to drop some people. And instead of doing 3 weeks at Benning proper, 4.5 hours. I got a 4.5 hour class, got pushed out a static line behind a CH-46 Echo at 4,000 feet. One static line jump. And
They didn't put you on the towers?
No.
Those are
Nothing.
That's fun.
Nothing. Just literally a sit down class from the time we walked in till the time I was pinned, 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
So it was like
Yeah,
a 3 hour class, the prep, the setup, a static line push. But because you know how the military is, you know, these like the decorative pins you put on, a lot of times they'll have plastic ones that you can keep on for daily wear. It doesn't tear them up because the metal ones tend to chip away and things like that. But they have metal ones where you set them with. And when the military pins you, when the Marines pin you, every time you get promoted, they pin them into you. They're like a quarter of an inch long and they'll pin them into you. I still have my 3 promotion scars on both sides. And I still have even though this is waxed, yeah, there's the dots right there.
Uh-huh.
They pinned my wings on me. They stuck them in me. And I was always embarrassed to wear them. And from the time I got them until the time I got out, I was glad I never had to be in a dress uniform because that embarrassed the hell out of me. Because it's like I did 4.5 hours and got pushed out of a helo at like 3,500, 4,000 feet. And they're like, here you go, get out. It was a static line jump. I walked, I stepped out, it automatically popped. I floated down to the ground. I didn't break my legs and they pinned me. And they're like, all right, well, we gotta have this many people that are qualified for this when we go over to the Gulf War. So they made a special stipulation, and I don't even keep copies of the wings. It's just embarrassing to me because my dad was a paratrooper. You know, how could I go home to my dad and actually say, well, I got my junior jump wings for nothing, you know, for nothing. And they told us, they gave us this big spiel. Well, once we go back, any of you guys got pinned, we'll send you to Benning proper and things like that. Well, everything was delayed post Gulf War. Then I got out. It never happened. So my mark of it is like I show people the pinholes in my chest where they gave it to me, you know, because it's a permanent scar. But I will never wear those. I will never claim jump wings because I did a piddly butt. Pardon, I'm really biting my tongue not to go old military here.
Mm-hmm.
But it was utter embarrassment because I knew guys that actually earned their jump wings, you know, from the little silver ones to the big gold ones and things like that. And I thought, well, that'd be neat. And I jumped out of airplanes before, and I went on jumping out of airplanes. And I've done enough stuff to technically be qualified, but not in the Marines. So why would I dare put that on my uniform? Because I think it's a slap in the face of guys that did it.
I did the entire jump course, the two solid weeks at CABC. First jump out the plane, static jump, hit a pile of rocks and broke my ankle.
There you go.
That was it. Done.
Well, that's paratrooping for you.
I was so pissed because I was in the best shape I'd ever been in. I absolutely loved doing it. And after that, that was it. I was done. I never got to earn my wings.
Huh. Yeah, I was just embarrassed I got mine. And again, if I'd have re-enlisted, I'd have gone down to Benning, I would have got them. There's plenty of stuff I would have done.
But Benning's got those great towers where, unlike jumping out of a plane, these towers lift you up, Dale, straight up, and then it releases you, and your heart goes up into your throat. Like, whoa! It's like a balloon jump. It's like just dead air, straight down. And
well, that's what you do. That's what you do. The trap door in the balloon.
And I used to love running the rappel towers, and I was one of the ones crazy enough to do an Aussie rappel where you put the belay in the front and you run down, holding it in the back. That was fun.
The Aussie with the stretcher, and that's quite an interesting thing to do too.
But yeah, that was a lifetime ago. If I went out and went keister overhead now, something in me to break.
Hell, I have trouble getting out of bed now. Yeah. Oh, there's some good times.
Yeah.
Bloody Ranger School was awful. They tried to kill me. They did. They were nuts. And they spent more money on us. There were 30 Canadians down there. They spent more money on us than the Canadian Army used for their major military concentrations. They'd be out there for a month, and they spent more money trying to impress us 30 Canadian soldiers. Heck, I don't know if you saw it. They have a trig point in Benning that has benches that overlooks 3 or 4 hills on the other side of the valley. And here was this chrome-plated officer in front of us with a radio man, and of course he had the flip chart or the flip board in front of him, and all these artillery pieces. And he's explaining each artillery piece, and of course they fire the artillery, and you see where it hits on the other side of the valley, right? And it would actually hit, and they did a great job. The mock-up, they had the trenches and vehicles they painted up so that they looked like they were actually still working. Went through all the different artillery pieces, and he says, now I've got a special treat for you. They called in a jet and they napalmed the freaking site across the valley. And when it hit that piece of land, the heat and the rush that hit us knocked us out of our seats. You actually feel the heat and the shock wave.
Between that and A-10 warthogs rolling in and just going.
Like, holy cow.
Yeah. Well, I'd bore you all with silly pictures if you want to see them. If not, I'll just hang down here and shoot the breeze.
Oh no, that's
There
you know,
you go.
like I say, we've been gone for so long, mostly because of me. But
Are you feeling better? You sound like you're feeling
yeah,
a lot better.
I've got a little bit of a cough left, but at least I'm not on the ventilator anymore.
Well,
It
there
was
you
it was
go.
getting really bad.
So did it go from pneumonia to anything else, or did you
I
avoid
ended up
that?
with full blown bronchial pneumonia.
Okay, but it didn't delve into the C19 or anything, did it?
No. I my biggest problem because of the amount of hacking. I've got osteoarthritis.
Pop
every
a few
time-
ribs.
And I'm hacking. I felt like my ribs were going to break.
Ooh.
Literally, I was a mess. Anyway, that's me. Enough of me talking. I hear poor old history guy down there is being quiet and he's hiding behind his logo.
Well, I'm just letting you guys talk. So I'm not showing because I am I'm like not extremely tired, but I'm just tired because I went back from work. So that's why I'm gonna be here for like a little while.
Well, when I run my gutties upstairs here, when I run these back upstairs, I'll grab a few photographs and let you laugh at my silliness. So.
Yeah,
Hey,
I used to have a
we've
cat
got
that
to
was
shoot off in a
tired
minute.
by a 4-wheel drive.
I'm gonna have to shoot off in a minute, Skipper. Okay. And I'll be back on Thursday. So what? About another 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
gonna,
well,
we're
then I
gonna-
better go grab that quick because I want Zoe to see the pictures of me being drunk and silly and have a good laugh there.
Oh, sure. Yeah, go do that.
Actually, before I go, I want to show you something.
Boom. Now he looks like a. Oh, okay. I don't want a sympathy cough. No, don't.
You okay? You okay, Skipper?
Go away, cough. Wow. Anyway, I missed my coin show. I missed all the videography I was supposed to do.
Yeah, you said about the coin show. I
I'm
saw your
broken up.
community page. Huh? Gee.
What do you got there, Dale?
I'll show you.
Looking at some notes to resell.
Oh, you want to sell some notes, do you?
I'm thinking about doing that. I'm buying and reselling.
Well, we got a big enough community.
Well, if I have my eBay store, I guess. I'll guess I'll send it to you, Dave. You know, maybe you could put in your community tab, I guess.
Sure.
All right, that's awesome.
I got 4 editions for my coin book. Not my coin book. My numismatic. My numismatic.
You have a numismaniac book?
Oh,
Might as well do. I think that's Moroccan.
well, which one?
Really nice if it was right in the picture.
No, that's Mongolian.
That's Israeli.
That's Israeli.
10 shekel.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting there. Give me a chance. I got to make sure I'm on the camera.
I'm familiar with that one.
And then the Indonesia, and I actually got my first Hong Kong dollar.
It's interesting that you got a Mongolian one because those are kind of rare, at least a little bit. I got a Mongolian note as well.
See you, blistering barnacle magnets.
So yeah,
Very neat.
I will have a video coming up very soon of these anyway.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
That's one thing that's going to change on my channel. I'm going to be putting out a lot more videos.
Maybe I should make videos about this stuff. Like, make some more. But I don't know what to. I don't know what to say half the time of it.
Yeah,
I'm still thinking about talking about do what Dale's doing, talk about the history and what the coin is or what the banknote is.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know. It's in my head right now. And I also just got a new book like that recently as well, and I'm proud of that.
Oh, which one did you get?
What happened?
Which one did you get?
Something similar like Dale's, but different.
Oh, for putting your currency in.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
this is actually an old photo album.
Yeah, they work.
Oh, that's a photo. Yeah, they work. Yeah. Photo
Well,
album.
I hope it works.
I mean,
Otherwise, I'll be playing banknote pickup for a long time. I'm pretty sure I've got another Indonesia one somewhere.
yeah,
I
those
should
are
go
very
into
common. I
these.
got a bunch of them. Not able to sell though. I'm at least my goal is at least to buy some notes every at least 3 months because I don't want to spend too much money, but at least every 3 months to able to resell and look through of what I have and what I don't have because all the notes that I get from this guy is very random. So I get 20 notes. So it's I gotta look and see of what I do have and what I don't have, and the ones I don't have I'm gonna be able to resell.
Right.
So that's at least that's the plan. And I guess the same goes for coins.
Korea.
But in coins, there's just so much throughout the history of coins, there's just so many coins that it's majority of them I don't have.
Alexander Smith says, I voted Dale's Coins and Collectibles if a name change.
Matter of fact, Dale, did your name change? Your YouTube name change?
Not yet. No, I'm so far ahead of my videos. I will do it. I will do the name change. But at the moment, I don't have a printer. My print, even though you can see a printer just there, it doesn't work. So, hence why I'm not doing stickers at the moment. Because I did have a company do my stuff for me, and they messed up. So I would never do that again.
Right.
Right.
So I do everything on my own. So I just find that a lot more personal, so to speak. So, and then I'm not relying on anybody to, replenish the stock all the time, or say their store shuts down, and at least I can do it my own way. Trial and error. And then for my silver pouring, because I need my COAs, I need a new print for the COAs as well. That's what stopped me from doing my. Do the pages have adhesive on them? No. No, they don't have adhesive. They just slide. They just slide in like the card books.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't put a banknote on adhesive. Not a chance.
I think right now I got I think once I'm gonna put. I mean, I have to put them in a lot so they can sell. Right now I got a 5. I got a Cinco. Bolivares from Venezuela, and then I have a $20 Guyana bill.
Yeah.
I can able to put in there as well, but I want to get one just from flat. So this, when I go to Guyana, I probably would spend the $20 Guyana bill because it's not flat. I want to get one that's flat. I think I have I'm not sure if it's a $5 or a $1 from the Bahamas. got that too, but I don't have a big one, so I won't able to sell. Probably, if all of that's probably maybe like $4 or $5, but I want to make I want to put other notes in there too, so make it into like a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I gave some to Nick. I gave a couple notes to Nick. I had like I remember giving him a 5 Jiao from China, and I gave him a 25 Pistatis from Egypt, so I gave him that as well.
Music, 55 KK, and of course we have Alexander Smith.
I don't have any coins or currency to show at the moment, but my drunken self passed out on a Japanese beach. And that's the twisted sense of humor. I am snoring up a storm right there, and my buddy's taking pictures laughing while I'm getting sunburnt. And I have a Budweiser ring around my belly. So.
Oh, what a tangle.
There's how stacked we were up on the ships, 5 high.
Very interesting.
I didn't find any big pictures of a dual prop CH-46, but that's what I got pushed out the back of. You talked about artillery pieces. There's one of our little ones.
Okay.
And this is a CH-56 Echo, where they dropped us just on the south side of the DMZ in Korea.
Oh, wow.
In a rice paddy there. There's the big gun. The team loading it up. There's the little bullets we put in the big gun. Nice pretty picture of that. The parapets in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. A helo well deck before they prepped us and pushed us out. Just having a smiley face. Doing hops off the back of a ship on a CH-46 Echo. Little pop gun again. Little ship SEADs. What else do I even have in here? Jungle stuff. Korea. And how big the big gun is in proximity to roughly a 6 foot tall guy.
Wow.
So that's a big pop gun. But yeah, I'm not fishing too deep, but there's the funny drunk one. Somewhere in these archives, I got the pictures where I got the ringer on my belly button. This is what I was doing when I was 21, 22 years old, drinking and passing out on beaches. And yeah.
Interesting.
And that's it for my show and tell today. So.
Thank you. That's nice seeing about your mom, Kyle, about your war stories.
I have like 3 war stories and they're all stupid. The rest of them are just people. Yeah.
Sorry if I sound like off-putting because it's like I'm just tired, you know? I just tired. Yeah.
I saw 4 bad days. That's the long and short of it.
Right.
I have a combat action ribbon, but I only saw 4 bad days.
Right.
You actually have more than me.
I had months. I've actually got more than a year of hazardous duty and combat pay. But again, I had 4 bad days.
Yeah, I had the same thing over a year.
So, but yeah, I look at my old SRB stuff and my pay bills, and I laugh when I see hazardous duty combat pay, and we weren't at war, and then when we were at war, it was only for 4.5 months.
Our goal was to try to be a suntan unit because no sane soldier wants to go to war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Nobody.
No.
But guys,
Right, Skipper,
I'm like
gonna-
trying to like keep my eyes open, but I can't, so I might have to go.
It's okay. Actually, it is now 14:06 hours. Sorry, 16:06 hours here now. So I'm going to call it quits for the day. It's my first day back. And,
All right, but welcome back, Skip.
Oh, it
Yeah,
feels
it's good
good.
to see you.
Glad you're back.
I'm
Glad you're feeling better. Looking sexier than ever with your rosy red.
You hear that, woman? But yeah,
Nice.
of course, we'll be back on Thursday on Dale's channel. And I'll try to get some more videos out here as I'm changing a little bit of the format, but at the same rate, I want to get back into the history. I'm really, really itching to do that.
Yeah.
Well, if you're really, really itching, put a cream on it and then come back and put some more with it.
See, Carl.
Oh, you're good. You are good, man. All right, guys.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for having me again, Skip. It's great to see you, brother.
Yeah,
And
it was
Kyle,
great seeing everybody.
Thank
Um,
you. Thank you.
always awesome to hear you, my friend. And of course, everybody who came into chat today, thank you for seeing us. And it's good to be back. Hopefully, with
Royal wave.
more very soon.
All right,
Take
see you
care,
guys.